Okay, and welcome to this short tutorial on how to transfer your document into the new template. So a little bit of background about the difference in the templates is the font. We've experienced some problems with using this Minion Pro font on some computers, so we've had to find another font which needs to be more universal. So in this tutorial what I'll show is a demonstration of how to transfer from the old template to the new template. And what you'll see is that we are going to be using Eujapa Pro as the font for this document. And I'm going to use the Editorial to transfer over between one document to the other. And the first thing about this Editorial is actually we don't have an abstract and we don't have keywords, so I'm going to delete this. But generally speaking, for the rest of the document, everything else will be the same. So I'm going to, the basic principle is just to copy everything and to paste it into the document, and paste to merge the formatting. So we can see that there's Georgia font here, and each of these levels have been predefined. So just continue on with the rest of the document. Copy and paste. Copy. Paste, and what we see is that everything remains in the Georgia font. Okay, so I can just ignore this and go straight to, because there's no introductory, the Editorial just goes straight into the text. I will just copy and paste paragraph to paragraph, each one, and you can check to see whether it's the correct level by going into styles, and then afterwards we can see the style bar. But this is the text, so it should be under text here, which is 3.1 text, as you can see, so that's correct. And then we have the heading, and this was at a level 2 heading, so we can see heading 2 here, so this needs to remain as a heading 2. And as you can see, this is at a heading 1, so that needs to be changed. So even if I paste into that, it will change into heading 2. So just continue on with the rest of the document and replace everything else. So I'm just going to replace everything right now because I don't need to use the tables or the figures or the quotes or any of these extra bits of information. So I'm going to just delete all of that. Before I do the deletion, I will just note some of the things that we're finding with some of the authors is that they are not using these different fonts for the figures and the tables. So again, if I just expand this out and click this styles up here, we can see this expanding out, and the figures needs to be used with the figure caption, and the tables needs to use the table caption, and the table body would use the table body. Similarly with the quotes, when you have a block quote of more than 40 words in length, then you would use a block quote or an equation there. And please don't use any other tab keys, and you can see whether you have them at all or not by clicking this show hide, which shows all of the documentation, characters and spaces and things. So I'm just going to delete this and then paste the rest of this. So I'm going to just go back to text there because this is what it is, and the next one. So if I copy all of the next 2 levels and paste it, because of my settings are to actually put it into the format it was last given, it's come out as it should be into the main document. And then we just have the affiliations. There's all the references. So I'm going to remove all of these again and go straight to references. The key thing about references is to be aware that we are now using the APA 7th edition with regards to the DOI numbers, but the rest of it is in 6th edition. Now, we don't mind if you move everything to 7th edition, but at least everything should be to 6th edition, and plus the new DOI numbers. So the difference between 6th and 7th edition has been that the 6th edition is that you could have just used DOI dot, but that needs to be consistent in the document. We are now asking all authors to include all DOI numbers in all of the references that have them. And if they don't have them, like if they have a web address, then include them in full. So let's just move that to there and change that to there. Okay, so that's your document done and ready to be submitted. If I just need to remove one more line space here, that looks about right. Okay, alright, well, if you have any further questions, please email us at eujapa.journal@gmail.com.